All right, all set? Straight. Good. All right, third degrees. We're going over your green-blue technique. This is defense against a knife thrust, going to the inside. All right, with this technique, we're getting you to recognize some your spatial positioning, okay? Because there's some turning in this technique that you've got to recognize, and you got to stay with your opponent through the technique. A lot of posture things going on here, so let's get to it. So my attacker is going to have a knife, and we decided to do it at this angle. All right. First thing we want to do is we want to be in our ready stance, right? So when he makes the move to thrust forward, I am actually moving my torso. I'm moving my hips back out of the way, all right? So we're here. I don't know if you guys can see this. I'm moving my torso out of the way to give myself a little extra space here. I'm also turning to the side, all right? Turning to the side so that I limit my exposure right here. My hands are going to come down, thumbs are going to be open. This, my right hand is going to be on the upper end. Behind, you'll see on the back of the knife, there's the butt of the knife right here, okay? The hilt. So I'm going to grab up higher on his wrist, and the opposite hand is going to come back on the back of his hand. The reason we do this is if I grab his hand like this and he chickens out, right, I've got bloody hands, right? So if just by putting my hand back here, he cannot pull back because he's going to have to lose the knife to be able to pull back on that. So I'm going to block down, okay, torso's out of the way. Now I'm going to step to the inside of my opponent, okay? It's going to be a sharp turn. This is where the spatial orientation comes in, right? Because I'm going to turn this way, and I'm going to be hip to hip, right? As close as I can to his hip. Okay, now notice his arm position right here. His elbow is going to be up towards his head, okay? Now all I'm going to do is walk. I'm going to take a step as I pull down, and once his chin gets behind his heels, he's going to go down, and I'm going to walk him down right here. So, I'm going to switch places with you. On this side, and we're going to scoot back some more. Turn more this way. Okay, I don't know if you can see this. My forearm, so my hand is on the inside of his wrist here, controlling the knife, okay? I'm going to have good posture. I'm going to push my forearm against his tricep here. What does he want? He doesn't like that very much, right? So that's going to help release the grip on the knife. I'm going to have control of the knife, right? And then I can get out of there. So, when he steps forward, right, step back, go to the inside, sharp motion, walking down, strip the knife. Okay, so a lot of things going on here. So the first thing I want you to practice is this downward motion, right? So when he steps, boom. Notice what happened to my foot. I'm in this position, close stance. I'm going to match his close stance when he comes in. Close stance, close stance. Okay, that gives me a position to go hip to hip and walk back with him. Now watch what happens if I don't walk back with him. If I get him in this position here, and I just push him back, I can't get it, right? Or, if I do get it, I'm out of position here. I have bad posture, I can get pulled up. Okay, so I want to keep my hips in line with his shoulders. So when I'm here, that's why I'm walking. So hips are in line with shoulders, and I can strip the knife. Okay? So here's your first practice. Close stance, Steps in, boom. Hips back, thumbs out, down. Inside hand high, outside hand on the back of the wrist, okay? Hands up. There we go. And, okay? Keeping myself protected. Next thing we're gonna do is once you trap this, I want you to get used to stepping the inside. It's a sharp turn, so you're facing completely opposite of your opponent. Okay? This is where most people get messed up. If you get too far away, you're gonna lose the lock, right? You have to get right up close. Your shoulder to shoulder contact is gonna be your best bet. Let's see. And then the other thing I want you to practice is, once you get in this motion, is to take that step and walk down with them. And you can do that without a partner. But it's gonna be in this motion, shoulder to shoulder, take the step, okay, and down. All right. Go through those motions, practice them 25 times a day until you're confident. If you have a partner, even better, but make sure your partner understands what's going on. I prefer they were trained so they know how to tap out, they know how to fall. We're not gonna injure anybody, because we're getting into techniques that can cause injury to joints if you're not careful. You don't have to do these fast. Get the technique right. Don't worry about the speed, okay? Worry about the positioning and the distancing and the technique. The only speed I want you to worry about is this reaction skill here, is stepping back, right? That's all I want you to worry about. If you have any questions, enter your questions in the comment below. Once you've completed your practice 25 times a day for each of those 3 series, you know, the hand, the step back, the motion with the hips, the rotation, do that consistently for 2 weeks, and then in the comment section put #didit, the date and your name, and we're good to go. Okay, hope you guys enjoyed that. Trip, Kanye.